Almost touchdown.
It was a really great almost touchdown, right?
That's exactly what it is. This is real time, people.
And now to the Meadowlands. Browns visiting the Jets. Josh McCown here. Can't find anybody scrambling. Going to try to do his best John Elway from the Super Bowl 18 years ago.
John Elway
right?
impression, yes.
Except he lost the ball.
And
he was hurt on the play. Concussion for Josh McCown as a result of this play, which was no touchdown, and the Jets recovered it. Josh McCown would not return to the ball game after this play.
I don't advise running backs to leave their feet, and I surely don't advise quarterbacks to leave your feet down there.
So Antonio Cromartie recovers in the end zone, thwarting a possible Browns scoring opportunity. So in comes who? Yes,
Johnny Manziel probably didn't want to get the start this way, but I'll tell you what, that's how football plays out. He gets in there, and Travis Benjamin gets behind your boy Crow.
On 3rd and 19. How do you get behind him on 3rd and 19?
Because Crow's always looking in the backfield. That's why he's made his living. That's why he'll give you some and he'll take some. He's going to put points up on both sides of the scoreboard.
So Johnny has got the Browns on the board and on top early, 7-0 at MetLife Stadium. Back comes Ryan Fitzpatrick here on a 1st and 10, and he's picked off.
For a second, and then Brandon Marshall said, "Give me that thing."
To Sean Gibson.
He got picked off.
And look at Brandon Marshall. Not giving up on the play, and literally just steals that ball away from Deshaun
Give me that
Gibson.
ball. That's what that was.
And the Jets retain possession.
Tried to get up and score. Well, that was a heck of a play by Brandon Marshall.
Very next play, a 1st and goal here, and it's Chris Ivory into the end zone. 10-yard touchdown, and the Jets tied this thing up at 7.
That's exactly the type of run that was, Brett. A runner.
And the next Browns possession on a 3rd and 10, Manziel scrambling and then letting it fly for Brian Hartline, who maybe makes the catch of the day with Darrelle Revis right behind him.
Yeah, on your knees, reach out a paw. Great play.
3 plays later, 2nd and goal here for Manziel, rolling left. Looking like he might run it. No, he's got Andrew Hawkins, but overthrows him. Comes down with the ball. Looks like he's out of bounds.
But you love the play call
barely.
Here. Barely out, but you like the creativity with the athleticism of Hawkins and with Manziel. Good play call there. Just didn't turn out the way they wanted it to.
All right, so we'll go 10-7 now. And on the next Jets possession, Eric Decker into the end zone. Beats Quan Williams there for the score. And the Jets are up 14-10. Fitzpatrick with the TD pass there. And 3rd quarter, Manziel starts to go downhill a bit, looking for Brian Hartline, picked off here by Marcus Williams. And the Jets will start that possession now inside the 30. 3rd and 2 here. Fitz fakes the handoff to Chris Ivory. Going deep for Brandon Marshall. Got him.
This was a questionable catch here, but they did not challenge the call. Now, you see it in slow-mo there. It could have gone either way. It was with Michael Irvin when we were watching this. He said it was a catch. I thought they should have challenged this ball.
Didn't get reviewed in time, so 3 plays later, Fitz back to Marshall. Got him with Joe Hayden in coverage.
One thing that really stood out in this game was the size of the wide receivers for the Jets versus the size of the wide receivers for the Cleveland Browns. Not a lot of room for error if you're wearing those hideous orange and brown uniforms today.
All right, down 24-10, needing some Manziel magic. 4th quarter here, scrambling, and Johnny fumbles. Picked up by Darrelle Revis. That was Muhammad Wilkerson that brought down Johnny Manziel. Got that ball loose there, and Revis picks it up. Jets get called for an illegal block in the back on the return, so they go all the way back to the 19. But here's Fitz, going to hand it off to Chris Ivory around the right side, and he's got the edge into the end zone. 31-10.
Real attitude problem, doesn't he?
Don't touch it. Oh, it's not a problem for Todd Bowles. He secures his first win as a head coach in the NFL. Jets on top of the Browns, 31-10. As you see there, Manziel, 13-24, 182, the touchdown and the pick.
It was good. Another last-second game for the Giants. Titans-Browns next, Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel put it up top. Put it up coverage, knew what he was throwing against. And in those situations, he's shown that he's been pretty good when he knows what's happening, what's coming. Remember,
there's a former Brown.
West
Yes. Back in Cleveland, and he says, Joe Hayden, you know you're my man.
Yeah, here, have
Just
this.
so
you say instead of giving news.
Yes. Hayden gets the ball, and Johnny Manziel says, you know what, I got somebody who won't cough it up.
Crowell, get mad. Iron.
Wes used to share time with Crowell. Crowell this time said,
hey, I know the dog pound right there in that end zone. I know they love that run.
That was a nice finish.
Marcus Mariota loses his shoe, loses his lid, and then loses the ball.
Well, they're trying to use this athleticism. You move the pocket so that you can extend the play. You try to get a shorter read, but it wasn't there. Now he's trying to extend the play with his legs. Guys in this league close on you. Marcus, know that they close quickly. He'll learn.
He's learning, and the defense right there, spectacular by Joe Hayden. You just don't throw at that guy, but meanwhile, the worst news is they lose another lineman.
And hopefully Chance can get back.
Yeah, they need that big boy.
Indeed,
but Manziel gets a win.
Hey, don't spoil it just
No, I'm going to spoil it. I know, Manziel, they're doing their thing here. Coming back, and you want to see the growth from Tennessee. I still want to see Mariota continue to make plays, but this is something also you want to see.
Now, this is vintage Johnny football. Goes down the field again. Who do you think he's calling?
He makes a play.
Travis.
He finds Travis, and again, understands before the snap that he has man coverage, and he's continuing to play looking for his guy across the field.
And this is where, let's just be honest, Marcus hasn't been asked to do a lot of this stuff. This is where you start to feel the presence of a defender coming from behind you, closing in his front of his face and behind him. Congrats, Johnny Manziel.
All right, so no Johnny Manziel, though. He's back on the bench. Josh McCown healthy. So is Derek Carr. He's been off to a pretty good start this season, thanks to that man there, Amari Cooper. They have formed a nice connection early on here. 3rd and 8 for Derek Carr. And he's got Cooper. Cooper's got the first down and more. As he goes down inside the 25-yard line.
What's scary is Amari, the quarterback Carr was waiting for him. As they continue to move on, he won't be waiting. That ball will be there once he comes out of the break.
So Oakland up 3-0, and there's Carr to Cooper again. Goes for 40. First down Raiders. That drive ended in another Sebastian Janikowski field goal. All right, 5 plays later, 2nd and goal here. And then there's Andre Holmes. Carr to Holmes, and it's 10-0 Raiders. Next Raiders possession. All right, here we go. On 1st and 10, Carr to Seth Roberts, and he goes down the right side, 36 yards.
Carr just looks more comfortable, more confident each and every week he gets out on the football field.
Yes, he does. And give the offensive line credit. They're giving him time. The receivers are running good routes. There's some good play calling here, and you're seeing him spread the ball around, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, Andre Holmes, Seth Roberts, they're in the end zone. The Raiders are up 17-3 at the half. Now up 20-3. Here's Josh McCown. Finds Gary Barnidge for a 6 yards, going for it on 4th and 2. Drive is alive. We're moving 6 plays later, 3rd and 1. McCown to Barnidge again. He gets
that's
into the end zone.
That's a good play by McCown. He cleared obviously the pass rush coming outside from Mack, was able to deliver the ball and make a good play there.
That's Barnidge's first TD since 2013. 10-point deficit here, but Josh McCown, Carr, in the shotgun, finds Marcel Reese, rather. He goes 55 yards down the sideline.
Marcel Reese, a unique weapon, though. Out of the backfield, you can split him out, and he's great after the catch.
So 4th quarter, that set up a Latavius Murray touchdown, by the way. The Raiders are up 27-13 now here. Carr to Cooper. He fumbles. It's recovered by John Hughes. All right, the Browns back in business. They get the ball. The Raiders side of things at the 44, march their way down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. McCown to Travis Benjamin, who stretches it across.
Does it again.
And now the lead is just 7 for the Raiders. All right, so the Raiders forced to punt on their next possession. 4 minutes left. Travis Benjamin, so dangerous, calls for the fair catch, but muffs it. And it's recovered by Nyron Ball.
That is a costly.
He has been their offense the last couple of weeks, so let's cut him some slack here for one boo-boo.
Yeah, tough time to lose the ball there down the 4th quarter with a chance.
He's given a lot more than he's taken so far this season for the Browns.
True, for sure. All right, so the Browns do get the ball back now, looking to tie up the game, a 3rd and 14. And they started that drive deep in their own end and started marching down, but the comeback would end in the hands of
first
Charles
ballot
Woodson.
Hall of Famer, in my book. I'm not a voter.
First career interception for Charles Woodson. And the Raiders 2-1 to start the season. They're beating the Browns 27-20 on the road.
The most exciting game of the day out there in San Diego. Joe Hayden with those banged up digits, inactive. So Phillip Rivers picked on that depleted Browns secondary. Rivers to Keenan Allen, who's working on Hayden's replacement. Pierre Desir. That's a pretty throw and catch by your former teammate.
Phillip has done this time and time again. He just knows how to put the ball in the correct place.
All right, let's move to the fourth quarter for the juicy stuff. Browns down 8. Josh McCown, Gary Barnidge. Now watch. Juggling catch. They rule it incomplete. But Mike Pettin's like, under 3 minutes to go. I got all 3 timeouts. I'm going to use a challenge here.
Let's look at it again here, Mike.
And Mooch, they are going to reverse the call that was made on the field. He got the elbow down.
Knee and elbow down.
One elbow
maintain
is
control.
2 feet.
Reverse the call. Why don't you?
We're
One
good.
elbow equals 2 feet if you're scoring at home.
Yeah, that's new math. And then there's Barnidge. That's a touchdown. So now, Mooch, what does the chart say?
Go for 2.
It's very simple. Thank you. So McCown, who had a huge afternoon throwing for more than 300 yards again, that's to Taylor Gabriel. And it's tied at 27, but there's more than 2 minutes to go with Phillip in charge, and that's a rookie kicker in Lambeau on the sidelines. Danny Woodhead's taking it right up the
but there's Woodhead.
So the Chargers are now in field goal range. So here comes Josh Lambeau, the rookie kicker, the former MLS goalie, and it's no good. However what? In typical Browns fashion, they are offside.
Are you kidding me?
Cut him.
Who was offside?
Mike Pettin had hair before that offsides penalty was
That
called.
is on the waiver wire tomorrow.
And so Josh Lambeau, the winner, as I said, he's the former MLS goalkeeper for the franchise in Dallas, ends up saving the day for the Chargers.
Under 4 to play in the first half there in Arlington. And now we've got the Browns and Ravens. And, guys, this one
is a wild entry into the field in Baltimore just doesn't seem the same anymore.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
But Joe Flacco, nobody home as he kind of pulls the bootleg there, runs into the end zone.
You know, that's bad juju when you spike the ball on the head of the Raven.
Is it?
Probably shouldn't have did that.
All right, so Flacco has the Ravens up 7-0.
So you're telling me when they introduce Ray Lewis, it's not the same when they go, Kyle, use check.
No.
He comes running out.
It's kind of not the same feeling.
But it's Kyle, use check into the end zone. Hear from Flacco.
Could there be a commercial coming soon?
And you're like, all right, Ravens.
The discount
14-3.
you check.
One on Thursday night, more than 10 days ago. And here comes Josh McCown, though, looking for Travis Benjamin. But it's picked off by Ladarius Webb. We got a flag on the play, though. Take another look. We got roughing the passer. Lawrence Guy gets the call as he hits McCown well after the throw, nullifies a would-be interception for the Ravens. Browns keep the ball. They'd add a couple of field goals going to the half down 14-9 as John Harbaugh is livid. Third quarter, Ravens adding a TD, now up 21-9. Browns with a second goal here, and we've got a hands to the face call that would set up this Josh McCown scramble for the score. Flying of the play was on Baltimore, so we'll decline it. And the Browns now within a touchdown, 21-16 after the extra point. Fourth quarter, same score. McCown looking to the end zone. This is the catch of the day.
Bass
Whether
Pro
he meant
Shops
to do it or not.
Coming up a little bit later.
Bass Pro. Yeah, this is spoiler alert on your best catch of the day, reeled in by Bass Pro Shops here, and you've got Barnidge kind of cradles it with the knees, and then it's like
feet.
Yeah,
the whole deal.
She's saying, Harbaugh's like, come on. We're going to let that one beat us? So there goes Barnidge to give the Browns a 22-21 lead.
Forsett has been running the ball the last couple weeks. You knew he needed to get involved in the offensive attack, but he's been running very well, hitting the holes real hard.
22-yard run for Forsett there led to a Forsett touchdown. So next Browns possession, Josh McCown finds Isaiah Crowell. He's going to make his way to the pylon. We've got a touchdown. Browns go for 2, and they get it. So they take the lead back 30-27. So Joe Flacco needing some late game heroics once again. Going to find Justin Forsett. Little dump off goes for 32, all the way down to the Browns 10. So now
twisted up right there.
In field goal range here. Forsett injured on the play, did not return, guys. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Flacco.
Hopefully it's just a sprain, not a high ankle sprain. They really need Forsett.
So here's Flacco in that 3rd and goal. Just going to have to float it up there. And Kamar Aiken cannot come down with it. So we got 4th down. Let's bring Justin Tucker out. He did miss a field goal earlier in this game, but from 23 yards out, Tucker going to try and send this thing to overtime, and he does.
Yeah, you're in the red zone at this point in the game. That's a missed opportunity for the Ravens. You got to get that ball into the end zone.
All right, in OT, here come the Ravens. First possession of overtime. Flacco 3rd and 10, just has to get rid of it. And so we'll give it back to the Browns. And McCown, you're going to find Gary Barnidge. That'll go for 19 into Ravens territory, inching closer.
What rhymes with Barnidge if he makes this field goal?
Travis Coons field goal attempts from 32 yards out. And the Browns, after losing on a field goal a week ago,
went into Baltimore.
In Baltimore.
Look at Josh McCown's numbers.
36 of 51. 457.
Pretty ridiculous numbers.
I don't think anybody's going to top that on this day. 2 touchdowns, and the Browns 33-30. Now 2 and 3 on the day, and we're talking about McCown's numbers. Yeah. Broncos and Browns, as we check in on the Chiefs' AFC West rivals here. Peyton Manning looking to stay undefeated this season and undefeated against the Browns in his career. All right, so here we go. 2nd quarter, Browns down 3-0. Josh McCown's pass for Travis Benjamin.
he realized after 4 strides who was chasing him, so I better put this ball down and start running.
Aqib Talib, another pick 6, 4th defensive TD for the Broncos this season. That's good for the most in the league. And
Travis Benjamin's after
Talib, his 3rd INT of the season, and the Broncos up 10-0 here. And you're going to see Duke Johnson get hit by Shane Ray, and Ray kind of grimacing, holding his right knee here. Going to get rolled up on.
Oh, that's never good.
See it coming.
A promising young player for this front, too.
And he goes off on the cart. He was, in for the injured DeMarcus Ware, who's out of this game as well. So the Broncos down a couple of edge rushers here. 3rd and 6 for McCown, down 16-7. DJ, Gary Barnidge had 3 touchdowns in his first 7 years in the league. Has how many this year now?
I think that's 5, I think he has total on the year.
That might have been 4. He'd get 5 later in the game. Yeah, exactly.
Look at that.
Safe to say,
Speaking
Barnidge
of
having
making
a
plays
year.
for a long time, Carlos Dansby makes plays.
He does. Pick 6. Manning's 3rd pick 6 of the year. Ronnie Hillman didn't help him much on that one, although it was a little behind Hillman. But that put the Browns in front, 20-16. 2-point conversion attempt here from Mike Pettin. Josh McCown rolling right. And looking for Travis Benjamin, incomplete. So the Browns' lead is now 4, up 20-16. 8 minutes to play in the game. Peyton going up top for Emmanuel Sanders. This is a way to bounce back, huh?
Oh, wow.
The angles of safeties in the NFL right now. Every single highlight we showed
It's an epidemic.
Whew, not good.
Broncos go up 23-20 on the 75-yard touchdown connection. Back come the Browns, though. Under 2 minutes to play. Josh McCown now throwing that one away on a 3rd and 7, so that brings up a 4th down. A Travis Coons 26-yard field goal would tie it at 23. Browns would get the ball back off a Peyton Manning pick, I believe, and, well, they're going to give it right back.
2nd down. That's what I don't understand about that. That's 2nd down. Just throw it away. Give yourself another chance to get in field goal range.
Live to play another day, but David Bruton Jr. comes up with the pick, and the Broncos take over with 44 seconds left. Bit of a crazy sequence here. Peyton Manning going for Emmanuel Sanders. Looks like Sanders is able to reel this thing in. And watch the clock, guys. No timeouts left for the Broncos. Clock keeps running. Sanders is down in the end zone.
Yeah, down in the end zone.
But it never even really mattered because this eventually was incomplete. As you see the ball
It moved just a little bit. I think he believed he wasn't touched, though. That's why he went down in the end zone and thought maybe he had a game winner.
ended up stepping out of bounds anyway. So this one would go to overtime. And here's Peyton, first possession of OT, picked off Barkevius Mingo.
And
out of
LSU. We got a lot of LSU dudes making plays today.
Sure do. And Mingo gives that Browns defense another big play, getting the ball. Oh, can't believe it. Back in the hands of Josh McCown.
Look like Eli right there.
Well, you're seeing it often this season. Peyton's 10 picks are the most in the league right now.
Big play right there.
But the Broncos defense comes back and saves the day. Malik Jackson brings McCown down. McCown picked off twice at 213 through the air.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, that Jordan Norwood nearly gives it right back to the
We
Browns.
could have used Jordan yesterday, even though that wasn't a good play right there. We've mentioned a lot of Penn State players today. Okay.
And the Broncos, again, on the move here in overtime, 3rd and 5. Manning to Owen Daniels, big first down on the third down conversion there. Manning, 3 interceptions of the day, almost 300 yards, and that set up a Brandon McManus 34-yard field goal. As I said, the Browns have now either won or lost on a field goal in 3 straight weeks. Broncos stay undefeated, guys. 26-23, they're now 6-0.
With Peyton Manning, I mean, I think that's 7 touchdowns, 10 picks on the year, and they're still undefeated. That tells you how good this defense has been.
4 catches,
INTs,
109
still won.
for Emmanuel Sanders and a touchdown.
Job of doing that today.
All right, guys, let's head to St. Louis here. Browns and Rams. Todd Gurley coming off 2 straight 100-yard games. Josh McCown and the Browns trying to get things going after losing on a field goal last week. Well, this isn't going to help. McCown looking for Taylor Gabriel and had it, but gets it punched out by Janoris Jenkins, Rodney McLeod.
As a quarterback, I think when you make those type of passes, when you know your guy is going to get hit before he's able to get himself ready, I think that they should do a drill during the week where the quarterback has to deal with getting hit before you know you're going to get hit so that they can understand the pain of that. And they won't do it again.
So the Rams up 7-0 on the defensive touchdown, and Josh McCown here going down. It's Akeem Ayers going to recover this fumble here. William Hayes strips it.
That's a lot of speed coming off the edge. Mitchell Schwartz, the right tackle, just didn't kick out far enough.
Rams' 20th sack of the season. Fumble and the recovery would lead to a Greg Zuerlein 39-yard field goal. Rams up 10-0 early on. Second quarter now, Browns ball. Still down 10, 3rd and 2 here from McCown. Scrambling. Scrambles out of bounds. All the way to the wall, kind of runs into the wall.
Like a Washington Redskins.
That's Gus Farad. Yeah. But a little slippage. Yeah, it's concrete right there.
Oh, no. In front of the cheerleader, nonetheless. That can embarrass you.
I think you kind of hurt the elbow, too, a little bit.
It hurt your pride a little bit as well.
Goodness. Led to a Travis Coons field goal.
This guy right here.
This is what we saw earlier in the season, though, with Tavon Austin using him together with Todd Gurley. You fake the pitch, just get a little bit of hesitation at that second level, then watch number 30 do his thing.
And I'll tell you what, the receivers blocked so well. Kenny Britt, Tavon Austin, they blocked downfield very well for Gurley all game long. Yeah, excuse me.
So you had a 14-yard pickup there. You had the completion to Jared Cook, but Dante Whitner forces a fumble. It's recovered by Jordan Poyer, so the Browns get a big play from the defense. They take over their own 16. We'll fast forward now to the 3rd quarter. Rams leading 10-6. Gurley up to his old tricks. 48-yard gain here as he showcases a little bit of that speed, getting out in some open space.
They've become a more physical group up front, and you touched on it, LeVar, the blocking of the wide receivers right there. That's what helps spring Gurley down the field.
He's so explosive.
Although that big run would go for naught as Greg Zuerlein missed the 35-yard field goal. Rams still up 10-6, though. Next Browns possession. McCown looking for Gary Barnidge. Got him. Tips it to himself, in fact. And it's a 28-yard gain.
If you're waiting for Gary Barnidge to slow down, it's not happening.
100 yards.
There you go.
No touchdowns, though, DJ.
What
Browns,
a grab.
again, though, can't convert on the drive. They'd have to punt, and the Rams would take advantage. Gurley all the way down deep in the end zone, 1 yard from the 1 yard line into the end zone.
You know, Melvin Gordon was my guy coming out of college, but Todd Gurley is trying to change my mind.
Yeah, first NFL touchdown, in fact, for Todd Gurley, as the Rams go up 17-6. 4th quarter now, a couple possessions later here. McCown Over the middle to Travis Benjamin. Oh, hit hard by T.J. McDonald. Fumbles, and look at Nick Fairley hustling downfield to pick that ball up, and the Rams recover at their own 44.
Good things happen when you chase the football, even if you're a down lineman, work your way back to the ball, and the ball kind of falls right to Nick Fairley. Great effort.
Look at that swarming defense. They're having a great time out there. You know, it's a mistake by Benjamin, but that defense was, as you mentioned, they were swarming to the ball.
And that Rams offense feeding off the defense here.
Oh, my.
Todd Gurley. Let's make it his second career NFL touchdown.
This is not a bad defense that Todd Gurley is running through like a warm knife and hot butter.
Right.
He's making them look bad.
128 yards for Gurley. Here the Rams defense again coming up big. Sacked and stripped is McCown. It's William Hayes again, and again it's recovered by Eugene Sims. Rams take over on their own 33. Take another look here. McCown's arm hit like as he was about to throw, then falls on his right arm. So McCown injuring his shoulder on the play, and in comes Johnny Manziel. A little too late for some Manziel magic, but on 4th and 6, he's going to slide short of the first down. And that says it all. That says it all right there, right? Mike Pettin. A little frustration and disgust, perhaps, on his face there as his guys fall 24-6 to the Rams in St. Louis. Browns fall to 2-5. Rams improved to 3-3, thanks in large part to Todd Gurley going for 128 and 2 touchdowns. All right, let's check in on the Bengals and Browns, AFC North rivals. Cleveland Browns. Josh McCown did get the start despite dealing with some injuries this week, hosting Carson Palmer and the Cardinals. And here comes Carson going up top.
It's a beautiful pass right there, man. Carson Palmer.
J.J. Nelson.
Right on point. One-handed. What a catch.
That's a speedster out of UAB right there.
Big play from Palmer to Nelson to get this thing going here. Led to a Troy Nicholas touchdown on Notre Dame, 7-0 Cardinals. But here, Chris Johnson, who has played some good football this year, guys, and put that one on the ground.
Big man.
Cardinals Dansby forces the fumble. Armani Bryant picks it up. He goes 34 yards.
Will you ever get tackled by a quarterback after you picked up a ball or picked it off?
Probably.
And Josh McCown to Gary Barnidge, the touchdown maker.
Gary Barnidge each and every week.
All he does is catch his touchdowns.
14-7, Browns on top with Barnage's 6th score of the season. Again, back deep in the red zone, and this time it's McCown to
Ryan Hartline.
Ryan Hartline. His second TD of the day, BJ.
Didn't see that one coming.
Travis Coons missed the extra point. Browns on top 20-7. 2 possessions later for the Cardinals. Palmer to Michael Floyd. Makes a one-handed catch, fellas.
Michael Floyd's always had the ability. I've been kind of waiting for this to come. Today was a nice game for him.
Out of Notre Dame, right?
He and
Troy Nicholas
4 for 106 today.
He played big time.
Touchdown was nullified there because a John Brown illegal shift.
This one wasn't.
This one was not, though. Floyd here, a catch and run.
That's
for
over
the
Joe
60-yard
Hayden.
score. Yeah.
One of the best quarterbacks in the league right there.
And, guys, his foot would hit Joe Hayden in the head as you can, right? Kind of there. It didn't look like a bad one.
Left foot at the very end.
But Hayden would leave the game, evaluated for a concussion, did not return. Michael Floyd's 3rd touchdown of the year. 3rd straight game, guys, with the TD. There you see Hayden getting 10-2 on the sidelines. Next Cardinals possession, still down 20-17 here. Palmer for Jaron Brown.
There you go.
Brown, yeah. Big play.
Carson Palmer is not a dink and dunk quarterback.
Well,
neither is Bruce Arians, right?
I was going to say, Arians wants to throw the ball down the field, so he's going to strike and take his chances. He doesn't care who he's playing against.
Well, that Browns secondary takes another hit. Dante Whitner would leave the game, evaluated for a concussion. Meanwhile, Troy Nicholas coming out party here.
Golden Domer fired up over that win over Temple.
Yeah. 2nd touchdown catch of the day for
football.
Nicholas. Yeah. And the Cardinals have the lead 24-20. 2 possessions later, Chris Johnson. Did he fumble again? He did. Johnson.
Batamosi out of Stanford.
There you go. 4th turnover of the day. Browns get the ball back here, down 4 just to start the 4th quarter. And Josh McCown picked off. It is one of those safeties. Rashad Johnson.
It was tight coverage, and then you saw the safety coming over, high pointed the ball, doing his job. Just a great play on the ball.
Touchback. So the Cardinals get the ball at their own 20. Next possession, 1st and goal. It's Larry Fitzgerald on the receiving end of this Carson Palmer TD. This was after Chris Johnson had scored, by the way, and it was nullified by a false start.
What you were really happy about.
You were really happy about it too, I think, right?
Yeah, that
Palmer
didn't
to
do me any
Fitzgerald.
favors.
Yeah, it was a bad fantasy play. And so the Cardinals on top by 11 here, 31-20. And Duke Johnson going to put this one on the ground. Covered by the Cardinals. Things going downhill quick for Cleveland here. It's had some heartbreaking losses in the last couple of weeks. Clearly, Josh McCown upset. So in comes Johnny Manziel.
Well, they got to finish. They were up 20-7 in this football game at one point.
Manziel feels the pressure, scrambling, and he goes down. Frosty Rucker.
Doesn't work in the NFL. I mean, that was great in college, but you go against superior athletes.
So the Cardinals win it 34-20, improving to 6-2. Carson Palmer, 4 TDs on the day.
Almost 400 yards passing.
Chris Johnson went over 100 yards rushing, did have the 2 interceptions, the 2 fumbles.
You know what the Saints and the Giants call that? Halftime.
Yeah.
Watched it together, and we were all excited in the first half because it looked like we had a game for a while.
We did have a game, Dan, till halftime.
In honor of Veterans Day, for every point scored during the NFL's 32 Salute to Service games, the league will donate $1,000 to its nonprofit partners, the 2 quarterbacks. You can see them there. We start in the first quarter. Andy Dalton to Tyler Eifert for the touchdown. Bengals on top, 7-0, just like that.
Here's what we know, Will. You get what you deserve in this league, and that defense deserved to get scored on in that one.
Nobody touched Tyler.
How do you
no jam, no nothing.
Yep.
You know, Andy Dalton was liking this. Mohamed Sanu fighting dudes off to pick up the first down.
Show those
and
guns
he gets
off.
it.
There you go.
I see a 12, the double bicep pose.
4 plays later on bad throw from Andy here to A.J. Green, but there's laundry on the field.
Say it ain't so, Willie.
This is a mental error. You can't line up outside.
Or offside. You just can't do it.
Yeah, Mike Pettin is confused. It was Randy Starks' coach that jumped, opening the door for
he learned
this.
That in Miami.
Dalton.
Nice scramble play.
Eifert again.
But that play wasn't going to Eifert. It was going to the lineman. Eifert just decided to take that ball out there. It's a good decision.
So watch 85. All right, so here's your scramble rule. But watch the eligible lineman coming in the back of the end zone.
And listen to Sanu.
I would think they would want to cover 85. He only leads the league in touchdowns. I love you, man.
He does lead the league in touchdowns. 9 total touchdowns at the end of this game. Johnny Manziel was Johnny on the run for a good portion of this game in the first half and paid dividends here. Finds Duke Johnson for 26.
Well, I love it. He started to scramble, Willie, but what did he do? He kept his eyes downfield.
And that's the difference.
Yep.
Couple of plays later. How about Gary Barnidge just having a huge year? Gary coming up big for Johnny here. That's good for 25 yards.
In the first half, every time Johnny scrambled out of the pocket, he kept his eyes downfield and made a great throw to an open receiver, which uncovered because the DBs were looking at Johnny.
Yep.
And he finds Duke Johnson again for the touchdown. So it's 14-10 at halftime.
Well, you like this, all right? Pocket, pocket, let me escape. This is the athleticism that we like to see number 2 use. And then, listen, pinpoint accuracy on the run. Duke Johnson, a nice rookie find, the running back out of UM. Obviously, some nice hands out of the backfield.
You can see the numbers there. Good numbers for Johnny Manziel in the first half. A different story in the second half. Manziel not getting any help from his wide receivers. Taylor Gabriel, the ball bounces off.
That has nothing to do with the quarterback position. He's got to bring that one in.
2 plays later. This wasn't a perfect pass, but Barnidge maybe could have pulled that one.
Well, Tyler Eifert would have made it.
Yeah, he's not that athletic. He's a little stiff, so he's got to put it on him.
A lot of touchdowns this year, but not the same type tight end.
Still close in the fourth quarter here. Andy Dalton to Marvin Jones, good for 25. And the Bengals now Browns territory once again.
Well, a little third down completion. Good job by Andy Dalton managing the situation. That's kind of what he did all night. Now he's managing to get out and lead block around the corner for Sanu.
He's not touching anybody.
Nobody to touch.
This is a well-designed play by Hugh Jackson. We'll talk about that a little later. A lot of different looks, a lot of different formations. They just caught the Browns off guard. Everybody's chasing Giovanni Bernard, and Sanu comes back around. And Andy look at this angle.
You see Andy?
Untouched.
He's an athlete.
Because he didn't see anybody in front of him, so he was flying.
But Sanu was barely keeping up with him.
Well, Manziel's an athlete too, but he couldn't run forever. Carlos Dunlap gets him here.
Well, in the second half, you saw a good adjustment by that Bengals defense. They stopped rushing and just boxed him in. Nowhere to run. You saw 2 defensive ends boxed in, pressure in the middle, nowhere for Johnny to go.
Yeah, this time it was Geno Atkins.
But I put that on the coaching staff. Come out and make an in-game adjustment. Get him out of the pocket.
Find someone. Yep.
Tyler Eifert again. He finished with 5 catches, 3 of them touchdown catches, and he leads the NFL with 9 this season. 31-10 is the final. A career night for Tyler Eifert. A nice night for that Bengals offense and the Bengals defense, for that matter. They were fantastic.
All right, so Ben Roethlisberger, remember a week ago, carted off the field at Heinz Field. Now, a week later, welcoming the Cleveland Browns with Johnny Manziel at the helm for the second straight week. Landry Jones did get the start for the Steelers, and boy, this was not a good start for Johnny.
Ball just came out of his hand right here. It was like a pinball, bounced all over the place and found a Steeler.
Yeah, this was a popular meme early in the day.
But this Steelers defense was opportunistic all afternoon.
Social media terms together. Here. 3rd and 4 for the Steelers. Nearly picked off the Nets. Landry Jones, as I mentioned, did start this game for the Steelers in place of the injured Roethlisberger.
You know, you'd have to assume that being in his uniform on the sideline as the backup.
I didn't see that. It was the left foot.
Oh, it's the foot.
Yeah,
it's the left foot. It turns the ankle, right? But the interesting thing is, I think that if Landry Jones did not play well in this game, Ben was coming in,
Ben
and
anyway.
I think that's why he was in his
Michael
uniform.
Vick was inactive. Ben was active as the backup. You see, wearing 2 different shoes there. One on the left foot to kind of
you got to give him that room. You got to give him a little bit of room. You saw that foot coming out of that shoe.
So in comes Ben. We're tied at 3, and Ben right to Martavis Bryant.
Plexico Jr.
Remember, no Joe Hayden, no Dante Whitner for that Brown secondary.
And not much of a pass rush either.
2nd and 17 for Roethlisberger. And he's going up top once again for Bryant.
Just bombs away in this game today.
Look at that catch, but hang on.
Yeah, you got to hold on to the ball.
Bryant gets stripped.
And give the defense credit. They got a hold of him. They got the ball out of it. Right here, right now, you got to pull that ball in.
Yeah, recovered by Quan Williams.
Yep, you're in traffic. You got to protect that ball.
So the Browns defense comes up with a big play in the face of a potential disaster there, and a big Martavis Bryant catch. So the fumble, ball back to the Browns.
Ooh.
Next Browns drive, Manziel sacked.
That's a no horse collar zone now. Maybe they called it. Well, he got his face mask.
Face mask. Nearly did like the poltergeist with
that's
head going all the way around there.
When you lift somebody off the ground
by their face mask.
Yeah, that is a
Browns
you
drive.
earned your 15 yards there.
Whoa.
Sure did, but the Steelers would end up. Okay, he lost the contact there too from Manziel. Browns drive would end with a punt, so they didn't get anything out of that penalty. Roethlisberger back deep in Browns territory.
As you mentioned,
Antonio Brown happy.
There was no pass rush. You're allowing a man with a wounded foot to set his feet, plant his feet, get himself downfield, and he's making them pay for it.
Antonio would also get the 2-point conversion. It was 14-3 Steelers. Set the score here when
just back and
forth. They're rushing 4. You're dropping 7 and getting beat over the top repeatedly in this game.
So rush 7 and cover with 3, cover with 4. You know.
Steelers up 24-3
do something
here.
Different.
Johnny trying to have a little Manziel magic and nearly does.
That pump fake was amazing.
So the fake jump pass, you don't see that very often.
Guys, this is a drive, though, the Browns would like to forget.
This is what you call one of the illest pump fakes, though, Rhett.
Right. Called, and then he did the other one 10 yards down the field.
Yeah.
And so called a touchdown on the field, right? Or marked just shy at the 1.
Yeah, but it wasn't a touchdown, right?
It wasn't. Not called a touchdown on the field. It was marked shy, just 1 yard shy of the goal line. And so here are the Browns. 4th and goal. Johnny trying to make a little more magic, and he is picked off in the end zone. So he gets all the way down to the 1 yard line, and it ends and an interception.
Yeah, spectacular touchdown to a spectacular interception.
Now, this is spectacular.
Mike Mitchell.
The end of the play I'm talking about. Watch this. Landed it. Now, we've been talking about Mary Lou Retton and all these different Olympians and gymnastics. If this isn't a stick, watch him stick this landing. Watch him stick it. 10.
Wow, 10. I'll give him a 10. I'll give him a 10 on that.
10.
Bella Caroli, can we get Bella Caroli on the phone and see what he says?
I think he's already on the phone.
8, 9, 10.
All right. So, look, Johnny Manziel throws for 372 yards in a losing effort for the Browns. Steelers 30-9. Roethlisberger, 3 touchdowns on the day, 2 of them to Antonio Brown, Big Ben.
The legend of Ben Roethlisberger grows. I bet you everybody's buying Big Ben burgers today at Manny's.
Maybe Ben will.
Cleveland, Monday Night Football. This is a rematch of the Week 5 Gorilla. Johnny Football was slated to be the starter before his off-the-field transgressions.
Here's the first special teams play. They set up the wall. He got to it. Look at the burner, man.
Cato.
We didn't know much about him.
Excuse me. Only his second career game. Made his NFL debut last week. 82 yards for the rookie. John Harbaugh can't believe it. Gives the Ravens a 7-0 lead. Second quarter. Shaw launches one for Chris Gibbons. The ball underthrown. Givens makes the catch with Tremont Williams all over him. They gain 48 down to the 12. A couple of plays later. Shaw. Ball Allen. Boy, Carlos Dansby, usually a very sure tackler. That was
coaching. I mean, you have to get him down to the ground. Make him earn it. Just make the tackle. Man, this is terrible right here.
C2 split him. Good run.
Yeah, but
It's a weekend of bad tackling.
well, but you know what? It gets like that toward the end of the season.
That was Christian's man to man.
Browns defense was booed off the field down 17-3. Ensuing drive.
I'm not Johnny. This is what I do.
My imitation, Johnny. Why? Because he threw a touchdown at the end?
Marlon Moore for the touchdown. Johnny
That's me.
Browns would add a field goal before halftime.
Oh, what do we got
17-13. Matt Shaw, who can recall
It's not good in any box.
Pick six.
It's not good.
Parade over the course of 4 weeks. That was back in 2013. Only quarterback to ever throw a pick six in 4 straight weeks. It happened again. Carlos Dansby, 6th career pick six for the linebacker. That ties him for most among all linebackers in history. He's up there now with Derek Brooks and Bobby Bell.
He's in the record books right there.
Throwing the ball well. Yeah, only two others. Bobby Bell and Derek Brooks, right?
That was just him reading, just thinking in his drop, just reading the route.
Man, this game is being decided by returns
from Shaw. Ensuing Ravens drive. Shaw,
fullback
love. Kyle Juszczyk, 15 yards.
Cutback, really?
Ravens first down.
I see him covering up the ball, too.
There it is.
Protection.
He fumbled, he would have never gotten the ball again.
A couple of plays later. Shaw to Kamar Aiken. Taking over their #1 wide receiver position since Steve Smith's injury. Ravens retake the lead.
Good to see Shaw bounce back from the pick six.
Two drives in a row.
And it's McCown taking a shot. McCown takes a huge hit on the play. You see him clearly in pain as he stumbles to the sideline.
He took all of it.
He
took all of it, man. Right.
And a nice play.
And Kurt Youngshaw got him in the face.
Getting their money's worth.
A little extra, just in case.
Extra on top.
Like Texas shoe leather.
To the fourth quarter. McCown coming back in for Cleveland, now down 27-20. McCown's pass for Benjamin too high, incomplete. McCown goes down after the play, holding his shoulder.
So bad for the guy, man.
He's been beat up all year.
In and out of the lineup. He knows.
Perhaps stemming from the hit.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you got to get somebody else in.
Over. And so in comes Austin Davis. They signed him in early September.
Yep.
Rookie season in St. Louis.
That was his first throw.
There's the rust.
I'm just rolling up, Coach. Just warming my arm up.
Just warming my arm up.
Yeah, just rolling my arm up.
Your mom's favorite player.
Davis undrafted.
Great player at Southern Miss.
Broke a lot of Brett Favre's records in college, 3-5 as an NFL starter. And we saw him gain confidence very quickly after that first pass.
But he's got good movement, though. I mean, that's what they liked about him with the Rams.
What was that?
Why does Travis Benjamin always gets the long, big plays, the touchdowns? They always seem to find whether it's Johnny or Davis.
Because most of the time he's the fastest guy on the field.
42-yard touchdown to Benjamin. Game tied at 27. A couple of possessions later,
It looked like it was just, after that interception, it was all set up right here.
Don't make him just drop straight back. I'm telling you.
Everything's got to be up.
Everything has to be play action for him.
That was a great
I'm telling you.
Tramon Williams, that's why they picked him up.
So Cleveland in business. Davis takes off himself. Just slides for a gain of 7.
Just run out.
That forces Cleveland to burn a timeout. 8 seconds.
Well, Mike Pettin wasn't happy
Look
about
on
it.
Pettin's face. They line up.
Oh, man.
Brent Urban, the 6'7" defender, gets a hand on it, and then it's Will Hill off to the races.
Watch Lee right here. Come on, Andy, looking around.
Come on, Andy. What you doing, man?
They can't hit you in the back, Andy. Just run.
Don't let that guard catch me. Oh, this is sick. Look at every Brown fans. There's like the Brown fans, like they're not even a reaction to him right there.
Well, how much more can Cleveland take?
I don't know.
It's been a
good
long
question, Amber.
time.
Get on Twitter and find out.
I'm sure they're telling you.
They're numb.
They are numb.
They're probably not even tweeting. It's just quiet. They're so
They've had
numb.
very little to smile about this season. All the injuries, a third of their roster.
Yeah, the Colts now with a chance to put some distance on the Texans in that AFC South race.
Yeah, put distance, but create a controversy.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to keep ringing that bell.
Uh-oh.
Controversy.
No controversy in this one.
No.
The Bengals are a far superior team than the Cleveland Browns.
They said A.J. Green, what?
So today was Johnny Manziel's birthday, correct?
It wasn't?
Yeah, I believe so.
Happy
it was
birthday.
Johnny Manziel. Yesterday was my birthday. We both spent our birthday watching football.
Oh.
That's
The Zing King has come to the party.
Andy Dalton going to sneak this one in from, what, the 3? I like it. All right. Unconventional. 7-0, Bengals lead. Andy, more AJ.
Yeah, I might want to cover him.
And they said A.J. Green, what?
Deshaun Gibson, Tramon Williams having a hard time finding an answer for 18 and White today. This is Austin Davis, folks. No Johnny Manziel today, as DJ so cleverly alluded to. Here's Davis.
That's
Picked
not
off
good.
By Reggie Nelson.
Yeah, that's that one you try and explain and you have no answer.
Interception leader in the NFL, Reggie Nelson.
Then you think to yourself, well, we do have Johnny on the bench.
Yeah, on the spot, actually, Johnny on the spot.
Johnny on the
is
spot.
sideline.
Yeah, Johnny on the
Gonna
spot.
remain on the bench. Andy Dalton going to remain lighting up this Browns secondary to AJ.
And they said A.J. Green couldn't. What?
They ran the check 18 offense today. Just look and see where he is, and that's where the ball was going.
Initially ruled a touchdown on the field, but it was Deshaun Gibson that knocked or Tramon Williams that knocked the pylon over.
It wouldn't matter.
Still came back. Jeremy Hill.
Mr. Hill runs hard. And here's the thing, right? If you're upset when somebody goes and does something in the house that you don't like, you should have did it before the play. Now, they didn't show it, but there was a guy that pulled him out of the stand.
And Marvin Jones, one for good measure from Andy Dalton.
What a perfect compliment to A.J. Green.
Yeah, this is guys with Tyler Eifert inactive for this game. The rest of the guys, Marvin and company, getting in on the touchdown action thanks to Eifert's absence. And so,
with the first pick
you got
in the 2016 NFL Draft,
Cleveland
Browns select. We'll have to wait, but they're going to have the first pick.
It's going to be a QB.
All right, hey, we mentioned Johnny Manziel. It's Money Manziel signing a $100 bill for a lucky fan. Browns hosting the 49ers. Here's Manziel.
So lively.
Finds his guy, Gary Barnidge. Got himself an extension this week. Barnidge has been big for the Browns this year. Tight end position. Here's Manziel. Little play action, already up 7-0. Johnny.
I mean, look how lively Johnny's feet are.
spry is he used?
Sure. Finds his pal Travis Benjamin, 24-yard gain. Lead to a Travis Coons field goal. Browns up 10-0.
What I like about Manziel, though, is when he initially is climbing up in the pocket, he does better. When he just tries to get outside the whole time, he struggles. But when he at least gives an effort to play within the pocket, climb up in there, you'll get more positive results.
Quick dial with the sack, and then we had a little face mask
Yeah, he put his
here.
hand on the face mask.
Manziel under pressure, sacked by Corey Lemonnier, but the penalty on Lemonnier for the face mask as he's bringing Manziel down. Yeah, Johnny knows it. Going to let everybody else know it, too. First down, Browns. 7 plays later, Manziel under pressure.
This is what he gives you now. I know he throws the ball away. You can't throw across your body across the field. I understand that.
Poor choice. Picked off by Jaquaski Tart.
But he is a lively one. He does get out of there.
LeVar, this worked against Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Vandy had no answer for this one.
Yeah. Alabama, too.
Neither did Kentucky. All right, Manziel throwing just the one interception, though. 13 of 20, 167 in the first half. Second half now, third quarter. Here, Manziel finds a wide open Brian Hartline.
And it's
nobody, even
nice
in the
ball.
picture. First down, Browns, 34 yards in the catch.
Josh McCown out in the field, fist pumping. He was excited for Manziel.
4 plays later, Manziel.
Look, climb up in the pocket. That's when he's at his best.
Sidearm there, Gary
sidearm
Barnage.
action. Delivery.
21 for Barnage. First and goal, 3 plays later.
Field presence.
We'll let the big tight end finish it off. Barnage into the end zone to make it a 17-3 game, and the Browns going to win this one 24-10. Manziel touchdown and a pick, 270 through the air. The dog pound, the Christmas cheer going.
Have the mighty fallen. This 49er season, one to remember.
Yeah.
Or
one
better yet,
right.
One to forget.
Wide open. What a beautifully designed play. Manziel flushed out of the pocket. Look out. Throws. And it is Barnage who has just tied Ozzie Newsome for the Browns' all-time record for receiving touchdowns in a season by a tight end. Third down and goal from the 3. Into the corner, and that is a touchdown. Who else would it be? Doug Baldwin.
Trying to find out what the other guys have until now.
Sliding down to the 21-yard line. That'll be a gain of 18. Brown in motion. They fake it to him. Come back the other way. Not him again. That's what defenses in the NFL are saying about Baldwin. Dump it off to Johnson out of the backfield. That's that misdirection. He leapfrogs one tackler, spins out of another, and now lunges forward to the 29. What an impressive catch and run. Only a 3-man rush on a third down and 7. Boy, you give this guy that kind of time. I mean, you could just file it away. That's a first down. All right, here's Curse on the final play of the half. Still on his feet, and the penalty flag comes in. Seahawks are going to get one more play in this half.
And he's running as if he knows it.
Sitting down inside that zone is Baldwin. And finally dragged down to the 23-yard line. Another Seahawks first down.
Probably a veteran trying to give him some advice. Might not have wanted to hear it.
I just saw them two give each other high fives.
Oh, good. They're not high-fiving after this.
No, they are.
Tyler Lockett with a touchdown.
Tony to the defense. I like that.
Amen. Amen. First time he's bailed me out in a month. Here's Johnson off to the races. And inside the 20 all the way down to the 15-yard line for Duke Johnson Jr. Now Wilson to run it. Escapes one tackle. Slides to the 25-yard line, and there's a first down, and Luke Wilson.
But if you're dealing with how the season has gone this year, that's where you would probably want to go first.
Intercepted Thrown into triple coverage by Mansell. Burley has it. And that should take care of things with 2:05 to go. Fourth consecutive playoff berth under Pete Carroll.
The Packers in good field position. We'll keep you posted.
Speaking of donuts and donut holes.
Not afraid of cold weather or pneumonia, apparently. No shirt pregame. He did put a jersey on. And Alex Smith and Jeremy Maclin, boy, they are hooking up, it seems like at least once a week now over the course of the second half of this season.
Yeah, they're really starting to find their rhythm.
Maclin goes over 1,000 with that catch, and the Chiefs are up 7-0. Second quarter Chiefs ball here, 1:35 to go in the half, and Alex Smith.
Look at him go. Back at Utah right there.
Right? Over at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Urban Meyer on the sideline.
Yeah, we lost the Utah team. So Smith had 54 rushing yards in the first half and then found Travis Kelce, 5th touchdown of the season. That a Pro Bowl tight end right there, Travis Kelce. Chiefs are up 17-3 here. Johnny Manziel had some issues in the first half. Not one of them. Nearly picked off by Eric Berry. Then overshoots Gary Barnidge. Probably should have been a Pro Bowl tight end.
That was a heck of a play by Marcus Peters. 8th interception this year.
A Pro Bowl rookie corner, Marcus Peters.
He's going to be the rookie of the year.
How about a little handoff to Isaiah Crowell? That'll get the Browns offense going. Their first touchdown of the day.
Very interesting Mike Pettin today, taking chances, making different play calls. Maybe aggressive. Maybe aggressive is the word. Speaking of Mike.
Crowell, 88 yards on that touchdown, and the Browns now within 4. Here's Johnny on 4th and 8 with 3 minutes to go.
There was no one there.
I think that's what Pettin was saying.
Yeah, and I think that's what Johnny's looking at right now.
Oh, shucks. 17-13 still. They get the ball back under a minute to play.
I hear you, Red.
3rd and 10. Gary Barnidge.
Barnidge has been a bright spot in other.
Fresh set it down. Sure has. Yeah. So here we go.
Gotta get out of bounds.
4th and 10. Get the first down, but just not quite enough time to get up and get this thing snapped. Time runs out on the Browns' comeback. Boy, they've had some tough ones this season.
It's been a long year.
Manziel, the picture of frustration at the end, just 13 of 32 through the air, 136 yards, but did go over 100 on the ground. And I guess kept the Browns in it, had a chance to win it there late, but the comeback falls short. Kansas City Chiefs have now won 9 games in a row.
Quietly, I might add.
10-5. They have locked up a playoff berth. The Kansas City Chiefs are postseason bound. Alex Smith, 2 touchdowns of the day. The Steelers could then find their way into the playoffs after a disappointing loss to the Ravens a week ago. All they had to do was then beat the Browns.
You know, we just came out of the Buffalo game. Sammy Watkins, we didn't mention his name, had a monster day. But I don't think anybody's going to outdo what this guy right here, Antonio Brown, did.
They tried to double cover him, didn't work.
They tried to triple cover him. That didn't work.
So the Steelers up 14-9, but hey, Big Ben picked off here. And check out the return.
Yeah, Robertson talking about defenders playing some offense.
Right?
Nice little make you miss.
Inside the 10-yard line on the return.
Well, you got to believe they would think it's play spoiler.
With a position here, Austin Davis, boy, looking to go up on the Steelers, but it's James Harrison getting a pick right there in the end zone.
Seen that before.
Yeah.
Sure have.
He ran a long ways after it before, though.
He did.
The legs a little older now.
Steelers still up 14-9 here, then off the interception by James Harrison. Darius Hayward-Bay for 66.
I don't think anybody is going to want to see this team in the first round or second round of the playoffs.
Led to a Pittsburgh field goal, so they're up 5, and that defense, coming up big here, forcing the fumble. Sack fumble, Austin Davis gives it up, and that allows Big Ben an opportunity to put a little cushion And he finds Marcus Wheaton in the end zone. Boy, nice throw and nice catch.
Yeah, Ben, you've seen him. Look, he had the one mistake today, but you're starting to see him get back in a rhythm after an off week.
And that's the Browns going to cough it up on the kickoff return. And this game got out of hand quick here for Cleveland in the fourth quarter.
At some point in time,
Austin Davis.
You're playing with Austin Davis and you're trying to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's not going to happen.
William Gay picks it off. And the Steelers, maybe one of the more unlikely scenarios today, and come in,
be the most dangerous
beat the Browns, and earn themselves a playoff spot. They are currently the 6th seed there in the AFC. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Browns now 3-13 on the season. D'Angelo Williams, again, something to keep our eye on here, who left the game with an ankle injury, did not return. Something we'll keep our eyes on here as we go forward.